and kind of does that initial contact. Is that fair?
Yes.
Whereas the detective then takes the case in the hours, days, weeks, months after and does follow-up. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. So Officer Hang had Mr. Ali detained, correct?
Yes.
And so that, and you checked in with him, correct?
Yes.
All right. And so then the next piece is, okay, who here knows who should we contact, correct?
Yes.
And so did Officer Chavez contact the students on her own, or did you direct her to do that?
I don't remember.
Okay. And so in terms of training and what your expectation is as her supervisor or training officer would be is you know, she's contacting people who potentially were witnesses to what actually happened. Fair?
Yes.
Okay. And we know that she identified, you know, 4, correct?
I don't know the exact number.
Okay. And so are you, at this point, are you on her shoulder, or are you just kind of in the background at this point in the training process?
I'm more in the background at this process.
Okay. And so it comes to your attention, the state showed you Exhibit 89, which showed the older woman, later identified as Zara, approaching the scene, correct?
Yes.
All right. And then you are talking to her and basically keeping her away from her husband initially, correct?
Yes.
And then, and that's what we saw in the first clip, which was,
104.
thank you, Your Honor, admitted Exhibit 104, correct?
Yes.
And then we see a subsequent exhibit where you're having a conversation with her, correct?
Yes.
Did you have an opinion at that point as to whether she had information pertaining to this investigation?
At that time, no.
Okay, why not?
The statements she was making were specific.
Okay. Did you ask her if she was present when it happened?
No.
Did you ask her what she saw?
No.
Did you ask her what happened to her daughter?
No.
What happened to her husband?
No.
And so in Exhibit 97, which we heard, there's some, you talked about, you know, that ma'am, your husband is being detained. We're doing an investigation. Do you recall saying something to that effect?
Yes.
And, you know, they're going to figure out what's going on, correct? You said something to that effect.
Yes, something to that effect.
And I will be the first to confess, this is not a verbatim transcript from my head. Fair enough?
Fair.
Okay. And she says something about my daughter is missing, correct? Do you remember that?
No.
Okay. Tell you what, how about we play it?
Yes,
May
please.
I? Your
You
Honor?
may.
Thank you.
Which exhibit, Mr. Keating? I'm sorry, Mr. Larry.
This is, thank you, 97, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And if I may publish.
Yes.
I understand. So, by the way, my name's Sean.
Okay. All right, so this is Exhibit 97. I'm going to roll it back to the start. So we just heard you introduce yourself by your first name, correct?
Yes.
And de-escalation is something you guys are trained on, correct?
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you're trying to humanize yourself, right? You're sharing your first name, right?
Yes.
Trying to put her at ease with you. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. So hitting play. And so we know this is at 14:27:53, and this clip lasts a total of 1:22. Is that correct? Testing your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. And we know 14:27:53 from the axon timestamp at the top, right?
Correct. I'm trying to look at the lower right. I think, is that the number you're talking about, the lower right?
And the lower right tells us the duration of the clip, which is a 122.
Okay.
Okay. Hitting play.
I understand. So, by the way, my name's Sean. I'm a police officer, Lacey PD.
It's a Sean.
Okay, well, so here's what's going on. We need to figure out what happened out here. And I know what, I know, it's Fatima, right?
Okay, so I'm hitting pause at 13 seconds on the 122 clip, right? And
Yep.
so, you know, you're using your hands in front of you. We can see that, right? And you're like, we're just trying to figure out what's going on, correct?
Yes.
After you've introduced yourself. And she says, you know, my daughter, and then you say, Fatima. You say that. And so,
And so,
hitting play.
the office, she's safe. She's safe. Okay, guys, so here's what's going on. Something happened out here that could potentially be a crime. So with it potentially being a crime right now,
Okay, so hitting pause at 32 seconds into this clip. So there's a conversation with you like, hey, there's potentially a crime here. We're trying to investigate it, correct?
Yes.
And she talks about her daughter and Isaiah, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Hitting play.
we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
They
Okay?
keep talking without that.
Pause at 56. So she did say something about her daughter, and you said she's in the office safe. Did you hear yourself say that?
I did.
Okay. And, you know, you talked about we're going to get to the bottom of this. And so, how did you know at this point that she was in the office?
I believe
If you know.
I don't recall.
Okay. And that's fair. I'm not trying to beat you up about it. So, but you communicated to her that she was safe in the office. That's what we just heard, right?
Yes.
Okay. As a first responder with 20 plus years, starting out as a CSO and then as a reserve officer and then as a fully commissioned officer, safe to say that in an average year you respond to 1,000 calls or more?
I don't like to ever put a number on something, sir.
Okay.
I,
A lot of
I
calls.
work patrol.
A lot of calls.
Yes, sir.
And it could be everything from this dog's barking too much, my neighbor, and it's I hate my neighbor. Correct? As you kind of grimace.
Yes.
Those are probably hard calls to deal with. To homicides.
Yes.
Okay. And safe to say that no two calls are the same, correct?
I agree with that statement.
And everybody's reaction can be different, correct?
Yes.
Some people can be stoic in the most horrific of circumstances, correct?
I would agree with that statement.
And people can also be very outwardly upset and crying, correct?
I would agree with that statement.
And there's no right or wrong way to respond. Would you agree?
I would agree with that statement.
Okay. So you and other officers were talking with Zara and her daughter, correct?
Can you repeat that one for me, please?
Yes. Just so the record, there was a little radio traffic in the courtroom. So you and your other officers were talking with Zara and her daughter, correct?
Yes.
And she indicated that she wished to be able to talk to her husband, correct? Do you recall that?
I recall it happening later.
Okay. And just so we're clear, the husband was within the detention of law enforcement, correct?
Yes.
And so you guys were in a position to control access.
Yes.
And if if she was gonna walk up to the car to go talk to him without getting permission, that wasn't gonna be acceptable. Fair?
I would agree with that statement.
Okay. And from your understanding, her daughter was not in the custody of law enforcement. Fair? Her father.
Not to my knowledge.
Right, and you didn't tell her that she was in police custody in the school, correct? Just that she was in the school.
I don't remember saying that specifically.
Okay. And you guys accommodated the request. You let her talk to her husband for a period of time, correct?
Eventually, yes.
And then eventually you walked the backpack and the bags to the school, correct?
Yes.
And I guess I should say, did you watch the entire 52-minute of your body-worn video, or did you just watch the clips that were introduced this morning?
Well, for my review, I've watched it.
The whole thing?
Mhm.
Okay. So you recall, grabbing the bags and walking into the school, correct?
Yes.
And you did that by yourself, correct?
Yes.
Officer Chavez remained in the parking lot with Zara, correct? And her daughter?
I don't remember who she'd be specifically with.
Okay, but there were multiple officers who were there with her, correct? In the
Yes.
parking lot. And she was not invited to go into the school with you, correct?
From me?
Yes.
No, she was not.
Okay. So she wasn't, afforded the opportunity by you to see her before she went in to the ambulance, fair?
I would agree with that statement.
Okay. Now, Ms. Stone finished up direct by saying that at no time did my client say that her husband had strangled her daughter, correct?
Correct.
And at no time did you ask her to describe what her husband did, correct?
Correct.
She never said that her daughter had lost consciousness, correct, to you?
Correct.
And at no time did you ever ask her what happened to her daughter, correct?
Correct.
She said that she was a runaway to you, correct?
Yes.
And did you follow up as to when that had occurred? When she had run away? If you remember.
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you ever ask her if her daughter was injured?
No.
Okay. Now, you didn't write a report, correct?
Correct.
You didn't take anybody's statement.
Correct.
And you didn't direct Officer Chavez to interview my client, correct?
I don't know
so-
who your client is.
Fair enough, fair enough. Zara.
Oh, okay.
You never told Officer Chavez to interview Zara, correct?
I did not.
Or to interview Haneen, the older, the woman in the blue wearing the headscarf.
I did not.
And you talked about her kind of walking back and forth in the initial video, which I believe is 104. Let me confirm.
That's correct.
Thank you. You described her kind of pacing back and forth on the sidewalk, correct?
Yes.
When she was very outwardly upset, correct?
Yes.
At no point did she make a break for her husband, correct?
Correct.
And you had multiple officers there, and you just said, you can't go over there. And she's wailing and crying, but she never, made a break for it, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Nothing further. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Ms. Stone, redirect.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer Bell, what was your role on scene?
My
Meaning
ro-
like in primary investigating officer, investigator, or something else? How would you describe your role on scene?
I would say my role became a safety.
And what do you mean by that?
We had a very dynamic scene, and we still needed more people, and we didn't have enough people yet.
And so would it have been, at that stage, would it have been your role to specifically instruct Officer Chavez to go do something or specific tasks to other individuals? Were you in charge of that scene?
If I wasn't completing the safety aspect, I would have been more direct with Chavez.
Okay. And I believe it was Mr. Leary asked you about whether you specifically asked Zara what she saw for injuries to her daughter. Is that correct? You recall that line of questioning?
Yes,
Was she asked by Officer Dawes, based on the video we watched, to tell him what happened? Do you recall that?
no, I don't.
Okay. Let's replay. May I publish Your Honor 104?
You may.
First of all, before I start it, Officer Bell, what does Officer Dawes look like? How would you describe him physically in terms of presentation?
Be a white male, and he wears gloves.
And did you say a white male that wears gloves?
Yes,
Okay. Is he tall, short, something else?
I honestly can't describe him right now. He's got darker hair.
Okay. I'm going to publish 104.
There's an issue with the stream.
Okay, we'll republish 104.
Hey, man.
Was that Officer Dawes?
That is.
Did he ask her to tell him what happened?
Yes,
Okay. At any point during that exchange, do you recall her telling anything about Fatima's injuries or how Fatima was her physical condition?
I do not.
During the course of that, as we just watched, Mr. Leary asked you specifically whether they made a break for it, and you said no. Is that correct?
Yes,
Did you have to physically use your body to stop them from going towards Mr. Ali, having given them verbal directives not to?
that is correct.
Thank you. And in fact, did Officer Dawes also have to move his body in front of them to stop them from going forward despite those directives?
He did.
And from where Miss Ali was, where is